Someone was living in my college apartment basement for 6 weeks before I found out. This happened 3 years ago when I was living in my college apartment. I was 21, sharing a two-bedroom with my roommate Marcus in this old converted house near campus. The basement was technically community storage for all 4 units in the building. But nobody ever went down there except to do laundry once a week. The basement was divided by chicken wire fencing into these makeshift storage cages, one for each apartment. Ours was in the back corner, furthest from the stairs. I hated going down there even during the day. The single light bulb barely lit anything. And the ceiling was so low you had to duck under pipes.It was around 11 p.m. on a Tuesday when I realized I was out of clean clothes for my morning shift. I grabbed my hamper and headed down, already dreading it. The basement door was unlocked, which was normal, but when I flipped the light switch, nothing happened. The bulb had burned out. I should have just gone back upstairs. But I had my phone flashlight, and I convinced myself I could make it quick. I descended the creaky wooden stairs, my phone's beam cutting through the darkness. The washing machines were humming. Someone else must have started a load earlier. Except when I got to the bottom, I realized both machines were empty. Both off, but I could still hear that low mechanical hum coming from somewhere. Deeper in the basement, I told myself it was the water heater or furnace. I walked toward our storage cage, my phone light bouncing off the chicken wire, when I noticed something that made my stomach drop. Our padlock was on the ground. The cage door was open. Then I heard breathing. Not my own, someone else's, heavy and rhythmic, coming from inside our storage space. I froze, my phone light shaking in my hand. That's when I saw the sleeping bag, laid out on the concrete floor between our boxes. And next to it, a backpack. A water bottle. Chip bags! Someone had been living in there. Who's there? I called out, my voice cracking. The breathing stopped. Then movement, fast, aggressive movement from behind the stack of boxes. I turned to run, but my foot caught on something and I crashed to the floor. My phone flew from my hand, its light spinning across the concrete before going dark. I scrambled toward where I thought the stairs were in complete darkness, my hands scraping against the rough concrete. Behind me, I could hear footsteps barefoot, slapping against the floor, getting closer. I found the staircase railing and started climbing, taking 2 steps at a time. I made it to the top and slammed the door behind me, my hands shaking so violently I could barely turn the deadbolt. I called 911 from the hallway, and when police arrived 20 minutes later, they found the sleeping bag, the supplies, and something that made my blood run cold, a collection of photographs tacked to the wall inside our cage. Photos of me, of Marcus, of us coming and going from our apartment, taken from inside the basement, through the small window that faced our building entrance. They never found whoever was living down there. But they did find evidence suggesting they'd been there for at least 6 weeks.